Welcome to Q&A Fridays, everyone. We've just arrived at our freezing caravan. Wasn't expecting it to be this cold today. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late because I was taking a bit longer to get organised. Don't you love the lovely 70s curtains in the background too? Throw on any questions you've got. I have a question this week about how do people plan their meals, and someone has asked, what does a dietitian do how do they plan their meals, organise what they're eating for the week, feeding the family, all that sort of stuff. So, I thought I'd go through my process for a week on how I make the most out of the meals that we have. So basically it's pretty methodical. The first thing that I do is work out, I get everyone to give me one meal each that they want to have for that week. And then so that's 4 meals. We might have a nothing meal each week. So that's like it could be get your own, it could be a soup, it could be baked beans on toast, it could be eggs, it could be omelets, something like that. And then the other 2 meals I'll generally make a sort of meat and veg based meal. So how I do that is, I guess, trying to make sure there's a balance. So when I was starting to get the same answers over and over every week about what meals everyone would like, I started writing down a plan for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday meals. So Mondays were meat-free. Tuesdays was some sort of Asian, so it could be tacos or stir-fries or a curry, some sort of oriental type meal, so lots of flavour. Wednesdays tended to be a meat and veg meal, a pasta meal, sorry. And then Thursdays was a meat and veg or barbecue type meal. Wednesdays wasn't just pasta, it was Italian night. So we'd have Italian, it could be pizza, it could be pasta, it could be risotto, something along those lines, something quite starchy, because the kids had swimming. So I would look at what we've got on for the week and how much time I have to prepare, and then work out what I'm going to have time to do that week. Thursdays was meat and veg. Fridays was either fake away or take away. So fake away would be things like homemade pizzas, homemade fish and chips, homemade burgers, something along those lines. And then Saturdays was probably more the easy meal, or something if we're home and we were around and not out for the weekend. I might make a more elaborate meal. So it could be something that I wanted to try that I hadn't made before, or something really simple or leftovers. And then Sundays was generally like a roast type meal. Or something that we could cook up from a meat that we could cook up for the week that then could be put into different lunches, like salads and sandwiches during the week. So that might be if we did a roast chicken or a roast beef or roast pork, roast turkey. I'd always get a big one so that then we could slice it up and use it as our own deli meat, or make it into like pasta salad or meat and veg meals for the week. So where you've got frozen veggies or salads, and then that's your protein source for the week. So it sounds like a lot, but my advice would be, if you don't know where to start with planning family meals, begin with looking at where your family is for the week. So it's not realistic to say, all right, I'm going to cook a 45-minute dinner on a night where we get home at 6 o'clock from running in the door from work and kids' activities and school and all that sort of stuff. So the first thing, the sort of skeleton of your plan needs to be where you're going to be and how much time you have to prepare. And if the answer is 0, then you need to be realistic. And that's where you would either maybe have leftovers, or you might cook something the night before that would do, or the week before even, that all you had to do was reheat it. So whenever I make pasta sauce, I make a double or triple batch, and it does at least 3 meals. And that's one of those, it's Wednesday nights we're out, so that's one of those ones that I know that it takes me literally 2 minutes to reheat the sauce, and then cook the pasta, and that's done. It's easy. Throw in a head of broccoli with it, and there's some extra veg. Mondays is, I guess, where I was trying to make a little bit more effort, because I don't work Mondays. So that's where I was trying to make a bit more effort with the meat-free stuff. And what I did with this was, I started like a master list. So I'd have all the things that we would eat, or all the meat-free versions of things. And I wrote them all on a Monday, and then every single option that we would have as a family, anything that we liked, if we tried something new and we liked it, I'd add it to the list. On Tuesdays, I'd do the same. So stir fries were always a winner. Chicken wings and homemade fried rice. So it's, I guess, to answer the question, it's more around, I definitely plan. I definitely wouldn't just go to the supermarket, grab food, and then come home and work out what I'm going to do with it, like pop quiz time. That's just doesn't work for me. It works for some people. That's how we grew up. There wasn't much, it wasn't really planned, how we would have dinners growing up. So I guess maybe, I don't know, I seem to like that better. It's much easier for me being a busy working mum, knowing what I'm having. The other thing that I tend to do is on a Monday, I will prep or cook everything from Monday to Thursday. Because they're my busy days, I need to be able to walk in the door, and dinner takes me less than 10 minutes to prepare every night. So Mondays, I might make a quiche, I might make a taco sauce or a bolognese sauce, cut up all the veggies for stir fry, that sort of stuff, marinate the meat, so that then on a night when I got home, all I would have to do is pour it into a pan and cook it, and it would be done in, 5 minutes. But definitely thinking about what we were going to have for the week, and also making sure that those things are balanced, because if you're doing that, then you've got more time to work out how much, protein and carbs and veggies you've got with each meal. The good thing about asking everybody what they like to eat, or one meal that they like, is you get buy-in from the family. Marketing 101. And then you also get you can then start to think about how you can adapt it and make it so that it is a balanced meal. So for example, if the kids ask for cheesy pasta, I will, if they're asking for me for that when I've got 5 minutes to prepare it because I just need to get dinner on the table, all I'm going to do is probably an onion, some pasta and some cheese. If I've got time, if I've done my shopping list and thought, all right, we're going to have they want cheesy pasta, I can go and look up like a cauliflower and sweet potato recipe that has ricotta instead of other cheeses in it, so that we're getting extra protein and it's not as rich and high in fat and high in salt. So it gives us a lot more time to be able to plan those meals and plan to make things that appear to be simple a little bit more balanced. I'd love to know what you do, how you plan your meals, or if you plan your meals, and do you plan, I think my sister does a couple of days at a time, or maybe different now, she's working. But for me personally, I have to do pretty much, a week is a sweet spot for me, because I work on a week roster. If you work on a rotating roster, it might be different again for you and your family. But the very first thing I do is have I'm a bit vague at the moment after I've had a bit of a full-on week. A little whiteboard just from Kmart, like a Monday to Sunday whiteboard. And I write in all the commitments that we've got on for that week, and then I start to get a mental picture on how much time I've got to prepare for myself. So that's the number one thing, and then getting some buy-in from the family is the next thing, and then splitting it up from there. The next thing, after you've worked out what you're having, the next thing is to create the list. So I always split up my shopping list into meat, veg, fruit, pantry, fridge, and then anything for the home. And as a general rule, my veg list should be at least double my meat list. That gives me an idea that I'm getting the balance right for the week, and we've got a good distribution of veggies and fibre and good stuff in for the whole week as well. Would love to know your thoughts. Let me know if you've got any questions based on these. I'll just check Facebook. We're good. Cool. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful, Anita. Thanks for the question. If anybody would like to, I guess there's something that I workshop with people one-on-one in clinics. So there is the potential to run a group-based workshop for people on how to get the best out of planning and meal prep, planning your family meals and weeks. Because I guess once you've got your dinners down pat, then you can start to plan your lunches, and then you've pretty much got your whole 21 meals a week sorted once you've done that. So if that's something that you think might be helpful or useful, yell out, either direct message me or comment on the video, and yeah, we can chat more about that. All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Bye. Just bear with me.